To receive instant notification each time I upload, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification.
Helping you along the way. Helping you to make it through another day. Yeah, yeah. Everything you need to know that you never knew, that you need to know. Like our perspective.
Well, hello and good afternoon to everybody. I'm glad you guys are all here. You know what? It is great to be alive. It's Friday. And so I wanted to welcome everybody and let you know that, you know what? We are not alone. Oftentimes we'll go through things and we'll feel like we are by ourselves. Today's story is going to be about two women who are going through the exact same thing. And I'm going to pull this up so that I can show it to you. Two women who were going through the exact same thing. And while they were going through it, they didn't even know. And they worked right there with one another. It says two women chatted in a bathroom. They soon realized that they were a match for the other's husband who needed a kidney. Is that not amazing? This is amazing. So let's get right into the story. Tia Wimbush, okay? Tia Wimbush and Susan Ellis. Oh, first off, can you guys hear me? I want to make sure that everybody can hear me. Sarah Brown, OMG. Oh, I wish I could show people something. It's so beautiful. You're just such a sweetie. Dan Schramm. I'm going to get into the story. You guys know me. I'll be just sitting up here saying hey to everybody. Let me read the story. Then I'm going to come back and love on all you guys. And oh, good. I'm 5 by 5. Exceptional. All right. So let's get into this story because I think it is such a sweet story. But then again, I'm sort of syrupy, like syrup. All right. So the story says that Tia Wimbush to the left, and this is Susan Ellis, 2 months after they each donated a kidney to the other's husband. So here we go. Tia Wimbush and Susan Ellis have been co-workers for decades. And while they didn't know each other well, they learned 2 years ago that their spouses each needed a kidney transplant. Then in August, something remarkable happened. The women saw each other in the restroom out at work and they started chatting it up as they washed their hands. They had a lot in common, both working in information technology at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta and dealing with the same identical medical stress. Neither was a match to be an organ donor for their own husband. One and on the transplant waiting list are they're very, very long, it says. Wimbush casually asks Ellis what her husband's blood type was. He's O, Ellis replied, type O. Wimbush said her husband was type AB. The women paused for a moment and looked at each other. Then Wimbush realized they might have stumbled upon something that might help both save their husbands' lives. Wimbush thought she might be a match for Ellis's husband, and incredibly, she thought Ellis could be a match for her husband. Quote, I told Susan, wait a second. What are the odds that we're both going through this with our husbands at the same time, and we could also be in a position to help them? Closed quote. Now, this was what Wimbush recalled. She continues with, you guys know I got the windows open today, sorry. That's when we both knew we had to get tested, she said. Antibody tests revealed that each woman was an excellent match for the other's spouse. So in March, 7 months after that chance conversation, Wimbush donated one of her kidneys to Lance Ellis, 41, and Susan Ellis donated one of her kidneys to Rodney Wimbush, 45. Oh my goodness. Both transplants done at Piedmont Atlanta Hospital went so well that the men will almost fully recover. They almost will fully be recovered and are going on a weekend hikes with their family and friends, Tia Wimbush said. Tia's name is so familiar, and so was her husband's. I lived there in Atlanta for some time, and I tell you, that lady's name and her husband's name sound very familiar. Anyway, there's a quote here, and it says, "They've gained the gift of health and more years. It's wonderful to see how they have the quality of life after so many years of dialysis treatment," she says. Lance Ellis, who runs a sign company, had received a kidney from his mother in 2017. Susan Ellis said, but his body rejected it in August of 2019, and his name was added back to the National Kidney Transplant list at the time. Rodney Winbush, a high school math teacher, had his name added to the list in 2020 when he was diagnosed with kidney failure after several weeks of feeling lethargic and nauseous, Tia Wimbush said. That's the couple there. Wonderful. The patients can't wait. The patients can wait 5 years or longer for their name to come up on the National Kidney Cadaver Donor Waiting List, according to the Kidney Foundation. And the women said that they were worried that their husbands didn't have that kind of time. When Tia and I got our antibody tests back and everything was almost 100% positive, it was like a validation for us that this was going to work, Ellis, 42, recalled. It was a relief to know that we could give each other one of our kidneys. We can give one of our kidneys, both of us, that they could do it, and that it would cut the cycle of dialysis and waiting. Christina Klein is a nephrologist and a medical director of the Piedmont Kidney Transplant Program, and she said that it's extremely rare for two people to propose their own paired organ exchange and actually be a match for each other. Now, here is Tia and her husband. Okay. Aww. And there is Miss Ellis, Susan, and her husband. There they are celebrating all together. I think this is a beautiful story. And, I think it's such a beautiful story because a lot of times, we don't know if somebody is going through the exact same thing that we're going through. And just to think, the off chance that she went into the bathroom, either woman went into the bathroom, none of them would have thought. Neither would have thought that they were going to come out with a match for their spouse, right? Let me see if I can get this down just a tad. Oh, maybe that's better. I know it's better on my eyeballs. I know it's better on the old eyeballs, trying to see and not have that glare. I don't want you guys to have the glare either. All right. So anyway, it is so much better to know that there was somebody that was going through the exact same thing that she was going through and that she was going through. But don't you know it's exactly that same way for you? It's ironic because today I spoke with someone and we had a conversation via email, and I realized they were going through the exact same thing that I was going through. And I didn't know they were going through what I was going through until we talked about what the other was going through. So let's talk about being transparent and being able to allow Yah to lead you in the proper direction so that you can be a blessing to someone else. Don't you know if those women were at that basin, one black and one white, and they both decided, I'm not going to talk to her because I read what's in the newspapers. I don't think she likes me. And the other one could feel the same way. Well, I saw what was on the news, and I don't think she likes me. It's almost like Amy Durant's story was when she paid it forward right there in Atlanta. And she said that the guy in the back was like, oh, gee whiz, thank you, thank you, thank you. And they weren't even alike. However, because she has that human piece, the piece of compassion, it moved her to bless him, and then he blessed somebody else. And don't you know that could go on the whole day? But if those two ladies had been listening to everything that was printed, everything that was touted across the airways, even though they worked together, they said they didn't know each other that well. What would have happened had they moved based on what society was telling one about the other? For all we know, especially in light of the fact that this started so many years ago and the story was written this year, their husbands could possibly not be here. So we're not alone. We're not alone, and there are no strangers. Sometimes you can meet somebody in a grocery store and you get to talking and your kids may say, "Mama, do you know her?" And you'll say, "No, baby, I don't know her, but I never meet a stranger." I'm sure that's how those ladies possibly conducted themselves that day. That, well, we've seen each other in passing, and I never meet a stranger. And that's how we have to be with one another. It's so wonderful when Yah puts us in connection with people that are of like mind, people who are going through the same things that we're going through, people that are full of compassion and love like you are for others. Have you ever gone through a circumstance or a situation and you think to yourself, I give till I can't give anymore. And there's just, I wish that I could find somebody like me. I know I've thought that before, but you know where my blessing came from? Meeting all of you wonderful people in this circle. Meeting you guys, your emails and your messages and your comments that you make, things that lift me up to make me feel like I'm not crazy, I'm not tripping, I'm not going through this by myself. There are other people out there. So I just want to encourage each and every one of you guys today to not feel as if you're going through something by yourself. Yah always has a ram in the bush. He's always got somebody who's going to be thinking about you and loving you and hoping that the best comes your way. You just have to receive that and understand that he does know every little thing you go through. Now, we're going to get into some of the comments and we're going to say hi and start loving on one another now that we're talking about the topic of loving on each other. And I'm going to start at the beginning because I like to say the name Dan Schramm. I love to say Dan Schramm and Sandy Aaron. Sandy Aaron. Girl, you and them stickers. I wish I could say it. If you give me permission to say it, I'm going to tell it because that is hilarious. But no, I guess we don't want to do that because, somebody may be out there saying, well, okay, I saw a few of those and I was in that area. It could be her. Sarah Brown, thank you. And if you give me permission, I want to show this one beautiful item. I just want to show it. I really do. I love these. I really do love these. And I just want to show it. If you give me permission, I want to show this because it looks like the tree of life and then it has all these wonderful things on it and it's just beautiful. And thank you. So, hey, Sandy, she's loving on you. Dan Schramm's saying hey to Sarah and Deb Woods. Hooray, you're live. Yes, I am. I'm here. Yes, I'm present. Okay, everybody's loving on each other, and I got that notification that we were 5 by 5 earlier. Thank you. Okay, Deb Woods, with Yah involved, 100% chance. Wasn't that beautiful? That was a gorgeous story. Okay, I'm glad you like it, Fifi. I like playing with scrap wire my hubby has left over from electrical jobs. Well, I'm going to show it then, if that's the case. Look at this. Look at this. Is that not a beautiful dream catcher? Let's take this off so you guys can see this beautiful dream catcher. Do you see that? She made this beautiful dream catcher with her own hands. And I am so blessed to have received it. This crystal, I have crystals. And you know what? I want to talk about crystals for a split second. Ronnie and I have this conversation every now and again when it comes to crystals. A lot of people say, oh, crystals are bad or crystals are this and that. No, just like the rainbow is not bad. crystals are not bad. And a lot of times people think that they are. But let me tell you something. I told you guys not long ago that every time you see me, I will have some piece of something on me. And it's not this metaphysical stuff. Don't come to me with all of that. Listen, what do you think the ephod was on the high priest? They were all stones. And there's a purpose. There's something hidden in the stone. You don't worship any of these things. Nothing that's made do you worship. But you certainly have to get some understanding before we can, bop somebody about it. But yes, there are powerful things that Yah put here in the earth because he made us from the earth. And don't you know that there are some things that are from the earth that you need to get in touch with? That's all I'm going to say. And I'm going to leave that right there. And I really don't care because I like my dream catcher. Yes, I do. That is so beautiful. Beautiful. And the copper, I love the way you twisted it and everything. It's just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So that's a good thing. All right, so let's see. You like making things. I'm glad you like it, Fifi. I like playing with the scrap wire my hubby has left over from electrical jobs. Very good. Hello, Amy Duran. I hope things are going well with your fundraiser. And I hope that things are really going well with you and your family. And everyone's health is intact, okay? I'm showing 0 in the chat. LOL. Child, I don't know what's wrong with these people, but they sure enough got some problems. Hi, Amy. How are you? Mine says 8 in the chat. I'm going to say yours is correct, at Deb. What are the odds of that? Exactly, Dan Schramm. What are the odds of that? That is so true. Sarah Brown, I'm good. How are you? I'm feeling better now, ma'am. That's me. You're talking about the pay it forward story. I love saying that ram in the bush. Yes, indeed. And he will always do it. Oh my goodness, go for it. And I did. I went for it. What stickers? Woo-hoo. Honey, I'm going to leave that right there. I'm going to leave. You want me to show it? You want me to show it, Sandy? Because that was hilarious to me. Absolutely hilarious. Oh, isn't it gorgeous, Deb Woods? And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. I love when people put things together with their hands. I love it. It's just, it's priceless to me sometimes because it's like they thought of you while making it, or they made it of their own hands. And then they said, oh, I'd like to give this to Betty, or I'd like to give this to Bob, or I'd like to give this to Amy or to Deb or Dan Schramm. And they were able to bless somebody with something that they made with their hands. To me, that speaks volumes. It's wonderful. Thank you, Authenticity Seeker. $2. I appreciate you for that love gift. Loving on me today on this Friday. Gee whiz, aren't you guys happy that tomorrow is the Sabbath? You can literally sleep in on a Saturday and not feel bad about it. Sandy Aaron, I love you. You have the best personality and the best sense of humor. Oh, all of you guys do. You guys all have a great sense of humor. So I just wanted to thank you guys for being here with me and reading that story, because it just lets us know that, yes, there are people that are going through the same thing. But the one big piece that I want to pull away from that story is, had those ladies believed the hype, had they believed everything that they were seeing and hearing, honey, don't you know that they would have never, ever been able to get their husbands the help that they had probably been interceding or praying for, right? I made it while listening to a good old long one with you and Ronnie. Oh, that is so sweet and so beautiful. Thank you. Yes, because we can put some long ones out there. Gee Willikers. And you know what I used to say to one of the guys on here on YouTube? I would always type and say, gee whiz, you should probably consider making these into 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the guy goes, yeah, that's funny. Now I get it. Because once you get on that roll and once the good stuff starts coming out, honey, you're not going to stop. You're just going to let it go. But, you know, whatever, Deb Wood says, yes, it's made with love and that makes it extra special. Exactly. That's exactly right. That's why it's special. So what do you guys have planned for tomorrow? Is anybody cooking a big meal today and getting ready for tomorrow to just relax? Are you guys going to sit in the back of the house and just put your feet up for a little bit and read some scripture and have maybe some iced tea or something? Does anybody have any plans for the Sabbath this Saturday? I don't know. Tell me what you have going on. I think I'm going to make a large pot of spaghetti tonight, and that'll be for tomorrow, and we'll just relax. How about that? I think that's what I'll do. Let's see. Deb Wood says, I drove for 12 hours Wednesday and listened to Ronnie and Fifi the entire 12 hours. It was amazing. I'm so glad that we could help. I am so glad that we could help. I'm so glad we could be of service. Wings and things. Roll Tide. I know that's right. Roll Tide. Yes, sir. Ha, you know where we are, right? Oh, Glass FX says, it's my 60th birthday, so I am listening to you. This is so good, and I want to say thank you for spending your special day with us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, Authenticity Seeker, again, I want to thank you. Normally, we're supposed to keep that up there. It's hard to keep it up there because, I like loving on everybody and reading all of the messages. But I don't want you to think that I've forgotten. I know I said it once, but I just want to reiterate, thank you very much. Because you didn't have to do it, but you did. Well, you guys, it's about 21 minutes in, and there you guys go loving on each other. Hey, I wonder where a couple of folks are. Let me see if Ronnie, I sent him the link. He may be working. He may be working and not able to come. So let's just see, shall we? Hey, we're live. Are you able to come on? I just said that in the thingy, but he may be working, so it may not be possible. I think he's working. Yeah, we're going to have to do something with Ronnie Mann again really soon, wouldn't you guys say? I think so. I would hope that he's able to come on. Now, how many of you in the chat were able to take a look at the video, either on Patreon or you received a link in your email from me to watch the Cynthia McKinney video on Vimeo? How many people were able to do that? Is there anybody here that can just raise their hand really quickly and let me know that if they were able to do that? And by really quickly, I forget there's a 10-second delay when I'm on this side with the StreamYard. But if I go over here and look at it live, put this on there. Oh, there's my brother. I hear him. Hey, brother Ronnie, how you doing?
All right. We are coming to you live from an undisclosed location.
You sound like what's his name? Marzulli says coming to you live, and then he goes from the I'm your intrepid host, but he tells you that he's in the San somebody mountains, and he's coming to you live, but he's coming from an undisclosed location. But you just told us you was in the mountains, man.
Right.
How are you today?
Right. Okay. We I have a lot going on at the moment, and I see that you're live. I just wanted to come on and say hi to everybody. What's the topic? What's going on today?
Well, today we were talking about two ladies that literally met one another at work. They worked together. They didn't really talk, but they would see each other in passing. And one woman's husband needed a kidney and the other woman's husband needed a kidney. Now, here's the sweet part that I like, because they like to make such division, and I like to prove them wrong all the time. But one lady was black and one lady was white. And as they got to talking in the bathroom, washing their hands at work, they realized that they could possibly be a donor for the other's husband who was on the kidney list. Well, they both found out whose blood type was what, and they turned that information over to the doctors, only to discover that each woman was a perfect match for the other husband. And they both got kidneys from one man got a black lady's kidney and one man got a white lady's kidney. The opposites. But it's a sweet story because you never know who's standing right next to you. You never know if you don't stop and say hello. And it's just the irony of it all. I just thought it was a beautiful story. And, I just think it's a beautiful story.
That is interesting. That's interesting because I'm sitting. Okay, this undisclosed location is actually the parking lot of my job. And I'm sitting with one of my coworkers who is an awesome brother, awesome friend of mine. We're discussing Genesis, and what's interesting is that we didn't get to it, but in Genesis 2, it was talking about the rib. It was talking about the rib,
What?
and that is the side. That is the side.
You
of
know,
the man.
we studied that. We talked about that last week.
Exactly.
Oh, that is ironic.
So
That's a good thing.
That's interesting that the woman's, you're gaining a portion to live and to become whole from a woman, and the man and the woman are united in those regards. I find that very fitting.
Yes.
No pun intended.
Fitting. Very fitting. I see Marner is here, Ronnie man. Am I hot? Was I hot while you were listening out there? Because I know when you did
No.
some edits. Okay, so as long as I'm not very hot, because I just feel like I am. I really
Well,
do.
I'm on my awesome portable. I'm on my phone right now, so it doesn't come in as clear as it could.
With
but,
the beautiful screen.
I'm sorry. I'm sitting here with my buddy, and he is a hilarious character. So he's just looking at me and making these faces at me. So
Aw. Well,
Hello,
I'm
everyone.
glad. Oh, hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. Rashad.
Look,
this is my brother. This is my brother Rashad.
Oh, now I met Rashad, right?
Yes.
How are you, Rashad? It's so good
doing well.
It's good to hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
And then
Hello
you can
to
see me
everybody.
though, right? Can he see us backstage?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So,
Hello. Tell your wife hello. Hello.
that's so well.
It's good to see you.
Hey,
It's good to
Miss
hear you.
Debwood.
There's Miss Debwood. She said hey to you. It says, I don't think I got an email either, Amy. You guys, if you send me an email, for those, yes, all of you nice folks who are our members, look inside and see if I did not send you one. Double check and see, because I did send it to a load of the members, and then I did send it to everybody who was a member of the Patreon for the Lockhart Perspective, because remember we tweaked the Lockhart Perspective Patreon, and now I just put everything in one place, and the buttons are all changed. It's hit the button on the screen, it'll take you right to the Patreon page. But if you haven't, drop me a little line and I will go on ahead and send you the link so that you can listen to. I would love for you to listen to it, and I say that because Ronnie did such an unbelievable job on the edit on that audio. I just want to send it to you. That's all. I'll just brag on him. He's my brother. I'll do it. Okay. All right, you guys, we are going to look at a few more comments here, and then I'm going to let y'all go. And I hope that no hope. I believe that each and every one of you will enjoy your Sabbath tomorrow, your Sabbath tomorrow. Okay, I know you will. Okay, hello everyone, blessings and happy Friday. That's from Marner. And Amy says at Deb Woods, I didn't ask because I was not a member until today. Well, you know what? I'm glad you are a member, and I'm happy to know that. And welcome. So Deb Woods, Amy, maybe mine went to junk mail. Y'all just have... They just having a whole conversation, Roddy. Hey, there's Pretty Lady. Greetings to all, Sharon Marie. Now, we're going to go ahead and close up. It's only been about half an hour, but I want to tell you that there's 2 new videos that are up on TLP Headlines with a Voice. And as well, we've also tweaked all of the buttons on all 3 of the major channels to where if you push a button on any one of the channels, it'll take you all to the same place. A very nice young man mentioned today that perhaps I should put all the links down in one place. That'll be a bit much. But on that video, I did put down 2 links that you can find that we do have other information and content on. I so appreciate each and every one of you. And you 2 guys, please go out. You're jumping around dancing like Fortnite, and I can't take it. And then you are in here, and I can't take it. And Mr. Ronnie Man is right here. Is your uncle right here? Tell him where to go. Tell him where to go.
Mama, I need my
Goodbye.
shoes. I'm going somewhere.
Goodbye. Okay, get your shoes. Please don't put your face on the screen. Love you both. Have a good day. What do you need?
My socks.
Oh, there's your socks. Who's got on
And-
cologne?
Me? Me and Jim.
Man, is there any left in the bottle? You smell good. You smell good. What is that, Jean Paul Gaultier?
Yeah.
The little blue bottle?
No, like the golden one.
Oh, the golden one.
Yeah.
Is that Bahama? What is the name of it?
24 cases?
Oh, 24 karat. Oh, okay. All right. Well, go ahead on, do your thing. Go ahead on, y'all. Do your thing. They smelling pretty rich there, Uncle Ronnie.
How do you get these stains off? Oh,
They smelling pretty rich, Uncle Ronnie. All right. Was there anything that you wanted to add, Ronnie? I know I was in the middle of the stream saying something when the kids came in, but what did you want to add?
I just wanted to say, for everybody who is in earshot, please stay tuned. We have some deep diving that we're going to get into as far as this word is concerned, and as soon as we find some nice quality, a nice quality chunk of time that we can all get together, we want to convey a couple of deep diving informations that we have, uncovered, and hopefully everybody will be able to join. Sound.
Robert
Yeah,
Ingram, thank you. Robert Ingram says he just got notified and he can't take it either. I'm sorry that you just got notified. Oh, goodness. You know what? Is there anybody that can tell me? Because we started to get the push notification and the young lady couldn't find anybody. And I don't know. I don't know. But I know the young lady did not respond with anybody that we could get to show us how to do a text message, and then I text you every time we go live. I don't know. I'll check into it. I don't know, but she couldn't find one, and I really felt sort of sad because I thought we had one, but we don't. All right, let's see. I can't wait for the deep dive. Ooh, I know you can't wait. None of you guys can wait. It's going to be deep. If it's what we were talking about last week, it had my head like this. I was like, oh, hold me, hold my hand, wowzy, woo. I was going, wowzy, woo. It's a lot. It's heavy. So I hope you guys are going to be ready for the deep dive. Make sure that you empty out your pockets, empty out your pocketbook, empty out your book bag and your backpack, your knapsack, empty it all out. Empty out everything you thought you knew. Empty it out. I mean, come just like a 6-year-old. Come just like a little 5-year-old, 2-year-old. Come like an infant and be prepared to learn, because I'm telling you right now, it's going to take some real thought to yeah. Anyway, okay, Ronnie, anything else you want to say? I'm not going to give him no more warning. I'm just going to say, hold on to your bonnet.
Well, as far as these notifications are concerned, I just wanted to say that I still haven't received a notification. I just I know that I got the StreamYard notification that to come on, but as far as an actual you are live, I haven't received one. So some people are receiving it, I don't know, instantaneously or within a certain amount of time, and then some people are receiving it late, and I haven't received it yet. So just throwing that out there.
How about I had 3 comments on a video earlier. It says comments 3, but it only showed 1.
Right.
How can like 500 people watch a video and nobody comment?
I've seen one of your uploads. It said it had 3 comments, but it had 1 view. Like 3 comments from 3 different people, but it had 1 view. I was like, that's interesting.
Probably, maybe what had happened was they would say, what had happened was the person made a comment and then they changed their mind and say, I got something else to say. And another thing. Maybe.
Well, in this upside down world, we're going to sift through all of this foolishness, and we're going to get down to the bottom of some stuff so we can so we can figure out how to live this righteous lifestyle so we can obtain this kingdom. That is all I'm interested in. And you know, it is my desire that everybody's on board with that and we can move forward together.
Well, I love that thought process, and you guys know I enjoy how everyone absorbs the word. What I love is also the fact that, you know, if it's something that you're receiving and you're not ready to take it all in, what I love about our Father, what I love about Yah, is that He will give you the information and it will sit there, and then it will begin to grow little roots, and somebody else will come along. Maybe not Ronnie, maybe not me, and they'll water it, and those roots are still growing. And then one day you'll get something, and you may be reading by yourself or studying alone, or maybe somebody else will come up. And then all of a sudden that light bulb comes on, and it all meshes together. Oh, what a feeling that is, because it just shows you that He loves you and He's concerned about every single little bitty thing that goes on in your life. He really is. Yah loves you, and He really wants you to get it. He does. He wants you to get it, and He is concerned about just even the teeniest, tiniest little things. You know, today I was at a store, and I was looking for a bottle of something that I normally used to get a long time ago, and I didn't see it, and I was hoping that they had it. And don't you know that as soon as I walked around the corner, literally I walked around the corner, and there was a bottle of Bragg's amino acids. That might seem like nothing to somebody, but to somebody who's been looking for them and wondered if this person or this place had it, that was a great thing. Don't you know that's how our Father does us? He knows the little things that concern us. So every time you think that you've learned something and that's it, or every time you think you've experienced something and that's it, He always doubles that up. Always. He always does it. Always. So I love everybody. It looks like we have some comments here. One World is now active. Been talking about it on my channel. Oh my goodness, Marner. Yeah, it's been that way for a while too, it seems. 16 and 13. Thank you, Deb. I received my notification late, 20 minutes. You got it. I don't always get it, but I guess maybe they're rotating to see who they want to, oh, well, you can watch it today. They're interchangeable. Everybody's interchangeable. You can get it today. You can get it today, but you can't all get it at once. Absolutely. Marner says, yes, sir. Please teach us. Hallelujah. Very good. Yeah. Yes, He does amazing. He is an amazing Father. Well, you guys, it is time to go ahead and close up. But as I always say, you know what we always say. That man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of the Most High Yah. Until we speak to each other again, letter A, you guys take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. Enjoy your Sabbath tomorrow. And we will see each other, if Yah wills, a very, 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 very close soon to today. Okay. All right, you guys. Take care and be blessed. To receive instant notification each time I upload, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification.
Helping you